It's Creative Chat Cafe. Welcome back. The talk show hangout that offers guidance, inspiration, and results for all your marketing, business development, and also leadership needs. Every Wednesdays, we kind of put it out on our social networks at 12 p.m. and also our website. It's 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, US time. And I'm going to share with you the hashtag that we use for our Creative Chat Cafe. And if you look right down in my screen here, you'll see hashtag Creative Chat Cafe. You can go to Facebook, Google+, YouTube. Kind of search it on Google, and you'll be able to find our shows and the tracking of our shows. So make sure you check us on Wednesdays on, on all our social networks, Facebook, Google+, website entrepreneursnetstore.com, and also we'll have all information in our blog below. So today I'm excited because I actually have a co-host. My co-host is Liron Glickman from all the way from Tel Aviv, Israel. Hey Liron, how are you?
Hello. Hi Zaf, all good. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. I can't wait to, get us all started here, with our awesome topic, because I'm really excited. This is very important because many people don't do this very well. So why don't you take a little bit of a time to introduce yourself, and we'll get started.
Sure. So first of all, thanks again for having me. It's always good to be on your show. I like amazing energy. So thanks. And my name is Liron Glickman. I'm a business coach. I'm based in Tel Aviv, Israel, and work globally, online and offline. What I do basically, my mission is to help entrepreneurs and small business owners to basically achieve smart management and create issues. It's all about where we go in our personal life, and I basically help people to create the right relationships and maintain them for long term and mutually beneficial purpose.
Yay! Thank you for that introduction. Hey, and we're going to have your profile on our blog page here so people can, read a little bit more about you. So, folks, if you're wondering what we're doing today, we're going to do three things. First, we're going to kind of discuss and talk about, a topic dear to both our hearts here, and the topic is, are you creating a powerful business profile for yourself? That's going to be a big topic because many of us don't do it very well, right, Liron?
Yeah.
And second of all, yes. So second of all, we're going to give you some tips, tips on how you can do a good job at it. And Liron will share that information with you. And then third of all, we have some inspirational ideas for you to actually how you can get started on creating one powerful business profile. So let me quickly ask you this, Liron, what you and I are business networkers, at heart, and we do a lot of networking events. And I know you yourself host a networking group in Israel. Am I right?
Yes, definitely.
There you go.
Yeah, group.
So let me ask you this. When you meet a person for the first time, or you're meeting a new potential client for the first time, what are you inclined to do ahead of time before you meet them? I know most of us try to get to know them by searching online. Is that something that you kind of do also?
Yeah, and I think it's becoming more common, in the business world, even in the recruitment world. If you meet someone for the first time, let's say online, then it's very easy to go to Google and to go through their LinkedIn profile and kind of read and there's someone asking what the person is about, what he's doing, who he's serving. It's also about doing that. It's credible if you can trust the person. You learn all different things about the person just by Googling them a little bit profile. And I think also if I meet someone for the first time at an event, so like small things to basically build a whole picture. If they have a business card, if they have a website, if someone introduces you to a person, it also means that they're credible and trust them more, and this is to connect and basically go further to create relationships to do business together.
Very true. That's true. And we, as the topic says today, what do we say here? The topic that we're talking about is, are you creating a powerful
Yes.
business profile for yourself? And you deal a lot with clients who have profiles online and resumes, and a networking coach. How do you think? How important do you think is a powerful business profile for for people like us, entrepreneurs, business owners?
Yeah, I think it's the most important thing, every customer has to, even every person, employee in each company, we only just stand out in a way. And social media kind of helps us, give us a platform to do it. And I think it's extremely important, the way you speak, what you choose, like what topics, like this kind of create your picture of who and what your values are. It's also when you face to face. So what do they wear? Like you have cool earrings and like light pink purple shirt. It gives some feeling,
Yeah,
It
that's
brings
true.
some feeling, character.
Very true, because one of the things, I don't know if you experience the same thing, but what
Yeah.
I found, because I do the same thing, I do kind of like, before meeting somebody new, especially like a potential new client, I kind of like to see, especially if they're business owners, and I know they're probably, have some kind of a profile because we live in a social media driven world, right? And I like to try to kind of, research about them a little bit, and one of the most important things that I try to do is research them online because that's the easiest access to me. But what I found is that many business profiles, I'm not saying that you have to, it kind of ties in into your brand, but you kind of don't have to do it all big and bombastic, but I think it has to relate to who you are and your brand, and I don't see that often. What my challenge is sometimes is reading or researching them online, their profiles online may not really reflect the true person, so basically the brand isn't there. So my challenge is that when I meet them personally and I go like, they're not exactly who I thought they'd be, because the profiles do not actually, the profile doesn't really tell me enough or to reflect a better picture of who they are or who their true brand is. And do you sometimes encounter that same experience?
Definitely. I think, as you say, people like business owners so many things, and sometimes they don't give the branding part like time and effort they should. In the process, I give this part for like 5 steps that I developed. And the first step is branding. It's how you look, is what you say, it's your personal page. Page could be very short. It could be who I am, who is my audience, and what is my result. Just to communicate that, you always give from you your value, what you bring to the table. And it's important to duplicate that on different platforms as well. So people should put the effort on their brand, for sure.
And I think sometimes, I don't know if you get this perception too, but sometimes I feel that many, especially business owners, right? Because if number one, they feel that they're not savvy enough on social media or trying to create a perfect picture for themselves, they tend to kind of skim off on their profile online, thinking that they're giving out too much. I personally feel that, especially if you're a creative person, people who are happy like me, we want to try to put out as spot on of a profile, to who we are. And correct me if I'm wrong, because if we don't do that, just like you said, it's all about branding. If you want to niche yourself for a very specific, hey, this is who I am. I'm a happy person. Work with me. Then I think we should actually portray that on our profile. What do you think about that?
Sure, it's so true. Every person has their charm and uniqueness. You see your photos like that, happy and curious. And I understand, okay, so this is the fun moment. This is why I fell in love with you in the first place. And it's funny because I just rebranded my site recently. I had some photos now my new photos are really like I express who I am and my personality much more. I think it comes through. So it makes a whole lot of difference the way people see your photos or what you say. If you write, I'm this and that, come and approach me, or like, you know, you can do this and do that, and think about how you write and how you little things.
Very
Yeah.
true. And you're right, I don't know what you use usually, like what's your first thing that you use to kind of research people, but I kind of like, when researching profiles online, I like to go to definitely first their website, especially if their website's name, if
Yeah.
their website address is by their name, so, leonglickman.com. Of course, my
Yeah.
first inclination is to check the website. But I think sometimes people, not, having that like, oh, I don't know much about, updating my website, but I think,
So
a
true.
website, if your name is your website URL or the domain name, you should at least have a good profile on your website. Now, other than that, what else do you use to check out profiles online?
Yeah, I use LinkedIn.
Mm-hmm.
I people on Facebook. I search people on Google. Google is the first one I try, unless I'm already on LinkedIn, so it's much easier. But
Yeah.
you can see different parts of the person. You can kind of get the parts together, like get the parts together.
Mm-hmm.
Facebook will show you more of the fun part of the person, you really life. LinkedIn will be more preserved business wise. Google would be like everything ever written about the person. But I think it's very important. Some people are so afraid of technology or afraid they present themselves. So accidentally, maybe they have such a good message to the world. They're afraid about how to put it out there. Customers told me that just an hour ago. The same thing.
Very true. And
Mm-hmm.
one of the things, newer trend out there, folks, if you don't know or are not realizing,
Mm-hmm.
especially, for folks who are in the corporate world, LinkedIn, the is being used by many HR teams, to kind of check
Mm-hmm.
out your profiles before they actually get you in for the first interview. Because I know for
Yeah.
a fact, I've been reading a lot about, LinkedIn, how LinkedIn is being used by corporate companies or even
Mm-hmm.
medium-sized businesses, to kind of,
Yeah.
before they hire somebody or even get somebody for their first interview,
Yeah.
they try to see if, hey, if they call, if they're really interested in the position, do they have a professional profile online? And if you don't have a professional profile online, you might lose out on the job. Just like a business too, if you're a business owner, you don't have a good and powerful business profile, say if you use LinkedIn, and I think LinkedIn is quickly becoming the number one social network for professionals, for business. And if you don't have a powerful profile on
Yeah.
LinkedIn, then you're missing out the opportunities that you may receive from referrals and stuff like that. Am I right?
You're right, and let me add something. I think
Mm-hmm.
it's also good for LinkedIn and Facebook. I know that it's also like they not
Mm-hmm.
only look at people's actual profiles, they look on which kind of groups are you active, if it's professional groups on LinkedIn or on Facebook, and they actually go to those groups and look if you're active in the you are about the topic. If you are, if you communicate, if you're active regularly in this field, they will help them decide if they want to. It's
That is
important.
such an awesome point. You're
Mm-hmm.
right. It
Yeah.
reminds me, like, sometimes I remember
Yeah.
this was taught back way in college, and this is one of the interview tips that they give. I know many donkey years ago,
Yeah.
but but the career personnel was telling me, if you go for an interview, if you're sitting in the room, you want to pick out some magazines,
Yeah.
not like fashion magazines that probably they put out there that has something relatable to business, or
Yeah.
sometimes it tests you what kind of things you read. So you're absolutely right about the LinkedIn groups,
Yeah.
because um, HR teams can actually go in and take a look at your profile. Ooh, which group you belong to, what kind of
Yeah.
mindset you have, and if you're that right person for their team. And
Mm-hmm.
that's a great and excellent point. Woohoo! Great,
Thanks.
great point! Yay, Leroy! Yay! Woohoo for you! So,
Yeah.
basically, I know you have got some great tips for us coming right up, and we kind of have touched and braced a little bit on the importance of creating a powerful business profile. Maybe
Mhm.
you've got some tips for us, and I know you've got a lot. Maybe you've got some tips for
Yeah.
our audience right there on how they can actually, create, maintain, and develop a powerful business profile.
Yeah. Definitely. Definitely. So if you look at my profile online, let me put a hat on. Do
Mm-hmm.
you see it or no?
Yes.
I'm trying to. Yeah.
Yay!
Awesome.
Woohoo!
Good. So,
Yay! Pretty pretty.
so, thank you,
So,
thank you. Can I hold it? Yeah. Good.
there you go. There you go.
Good. So like the main point of the method I've developed is called monitor and manage. So in order for you to know how to look online and to kind of create and craft your brand, you have to do two things. The first thing is monitor. Monitor means Google yourself. Do you Google yourself, Maria?
Yes, I love to sometimes
Yeah.
Google myself because
Yeah.
I've been told that, you
Mm-hmm.
sometimes Google yourself to see where your profile is. And I think having a
Yeah.
LinkedIn profile helps you to put your profile up top in the Google search. Correct me if
Yeah.
I'm wrong.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Because LinkedIn is high up to Google and brand as well. So it
Right.
always shows LinkedIn as a very site more way before the rest of the site. Yeah, for sure.
Right.
So when you I was for example, and I saw also how they I also saw if they were involved in any law, if they see everything online. So if you find a good example or something about you, maybe you'll find like a good article that was like maybe one of your articles was posted in another newspaper. You can find it through Googling yourself.
I love
Positive
Google.
and
So folks, Google yourself.
do it. The second thing about monitoring is you will alert, like your name, like your company's name, your expertise, and then Google would kind of give it to you, alert it to you, like that you always see on top of what's going on during your company online. And then you know, social media, so it's tag you and stuff, you will always be able to see it and make sure what people like about you, good comments or bad comments or something you can change. Now, based on that, and also based of your messages, you have to manage your profile. Now, yeah, this is the fun part.
Yes, fun part. I love this
The
part.
fun part. Because it's about expressing yourself and expressing your brand, which means you have to know what your messages are, what you want to bring out to the world. It doesn't have to be only your business expertise. For example, I'm a business networking coach, but I love everything that related to community and donations. And also I also thought with donating and helping other people to kind of added value and kind of build my kind of very social oriented also business to people to do it the same. And how do you do it? Basically, every new material you put online, you said before, comes on top of the Google search. So if someone puts something, let's say, which is not about you, once you create new content, it will match the old one. So how do you do it? So write your own blog or write guest blogs on other people, websites or blogs. For Q&A, websites such as Yahoo or Quora are great. You put your expertise, your professional answer there, and also a Google search. Commenting on different forums, of course, posting posts on social media, using PR. It's all about bringing make sure to be, build your strategy in a sense and bring your value out there. That's it.
That's true. Did you mention about YouTube's earlier?
Also, sure.
Yes.
Of course, YouTube videos. Right.
Yes. And I
Yeah.
think, YouTube is really big. And folks, if you're not, if you're not, if this is your first time and you've not experienced our company Entrepreneur Set, so we're big about videos and webcasts
Mm-hmm.
because, especially the Google Hangouts, because it's all
Yeah.
tied in into YouTube. And YouTube is owned by Google, and you want to
Yeah.
try. And one of the biggest thing, Google, how Google loves their products, right?
Yeah.
So
Of
put out
course.
the video on YouTube and tag the videos well. And I think one of the biggest thing is people need to tag if you're a business personality, or you're a coach, you're an author,
Yeah.
you're a mentor, you have a special
Yeah.
niche. You want to kind of tag your videos with your name and your company's name so that, when people Google search you, because I've tried this, and I'm like, oh, we
Yeah.
have
You're the
all our
expert.
videos in line in the Google search. So I know that,
Mhm.
if somebody searches for
Yeah.
Zeph Zen, everything, my business profile, my LinkedIn profile, and then followed by the videos. So it kind of
Yeah.
ties in and matches and complements, your business, your powerful business profile that's already existing
Mhm.
online. If you have a great one on website or LinkedIn, they will appear on the Google search, and that's what we want. People just
Sure.
searching. And then for certain niches, if you're a marketer, you're an online marketer, you're a coach, you're a networking coach, you want to put
Mhm.
all these tags into your videos and your profile so that you can actually, be
Mhm.
found easily. Am I right?
It's so true.
Yeah.
YouTube is a powerful tool. It's a big, big tool.
Very big.
Yeah.
And of course, there are many ways
Mhm.
to create business profiles these days. And what I'm going
Yeah.
to do next is actually, I was inspired by this website, and I just have to share
Come
because I
on, show
just
it to
love.
me.
Yes, yes, I love to share. Woohoo! What I realized, because we live in such a social media driven world, and
Yeah.
there's so many websites, there's so many tools, there's so many social networks that you can create a powerful business profile.
Yeah.
One of the ideas, the idea that I'm showing to you next, and I'm going to share with you my screen so that the audience can see this website, is basically, if you have already a major website, or you just want or just another page
Mhm.
of a website just about yourself, something simple but powerful enough. Maybe you can
Yeah.
create this for either your, of course you want to create it for your business profile, but
Yeah.
here's the idea. You might have several profiles that you want to have online about who you are. If you want to
Yeah.
niche it, there are many ideas, there are many websites out there, but I found one which I really like, and I think it's powerful because it allows you to upload an image of yourself, or image of any kind of image,
Yeah.
so that your profile can be
Personalized.
exactly personalized it. So I'm kind of
Yeah.
gonna it's called about.me, so other than
Mhm.
LinkedIn, LinkedIn is the most powerful business profile online.
Yeah.
Of course you can do Google Plus, you can do websites, you can do Facebook, but
Yeah.
here's one that I think you can just set one for yourself, and
Mhm.
make it very visual. It's called about.me. So let me quickly just go through. I'm
Yeah.
gonna open a couple of what you might call it, sample profiles that I really, really like from aboutme.com.
Yeah.
And we can see, just to get some inspiration and ideas on how you can actually build
Yeah.
a profile. So let me share my screen real quick.
And while you do it, I think it's also good for Google searches. We said before, About Me is a popular kind of website, so it also goes up in the Google search. Yeah.
Yes, yes. So
Beautiful. The big
I
picture view
yeah, I love,
is beautiful.
how you can actually just look at it, just a
Mm-hmm.
page. So the
Perfect.
website, it's called about.me. So you can go to about.me, and it says
Yeah.
the big picture of you. About.me helps you make a beautiful
Yeah.
homepage that inspires people to connect with you. We want people to connect with us, right? So we have to
Woo!
actually, woohoo, we need to get people to find out about who we are, what we do.
Yeah.
So I like how the setup is. It's simple, and you can join for free. Of course, there's upgrades, but you can join for free. The most
Yeah.
important thing. So
Yeah.
I found this girl, her profile. She's an entrepreneur. She's a curator. She's a blogger. I mean, just arriving on her profile, I'm
Yeah.
like, woo! I want to get to know who this girl is. She's got a
Yeah.
powerful profile, so you can
And
like it, and
simple.
yeah, simple,
Powerful
and
and simple.
yeah, and she actually has, she has a short description of who she is, right? Simple, sweet, but powerful. And then, she
Yeah.
tags her locations. She's in London, Glasgow, Mumbai, and Bangalore, and she tags some keywords of who she is or what she does, entrepreneur, blogger, creative design art, curator, Indian art, blah, blah, blah. And she's got her social networks down here, and you can follow her. And I
Yeah.
like how when you scroll down, her picture doesn't really change. That means you have a background in this
Yes.
profile. So you kind of read it. The best thing is the bottom part of the page. You see how when I click it, these are the things,
Okay.
or I think elements
Cool.
that you can add to your profile on about.me.
Uh-huh.
So these are the people. She has four, like, profiles here on about.me that complimented her. So she put it under complimented me. And then
Okay.
she loves some other people's pages on about.me. So these are the cool pages that she liked, and then she's got Facebook friends, so these are some of her Facebook friends are, I think, that are on about.me. And then, interesting stuff that she likes. And then she's got Twitter friends. And, it's awesome because the most powerful part of the profile is right here. Her image,
Yeah.
and her simple description, and then it tells people, who she is, what she does, and these are her social networks. And then if you want to get to know her a little bit more, you can actually
Yeah.
just go ahead down below, scroll down and see. Let's see, Jim Beretta here who complimented her. So
Yeah.
when you click on that, you can actually see the other person's profile. That's an awesome profile too,
Nice.
I mean, that's a powerful profile. I mean, I want to get to know who Jim is, right?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. It's
um,
interesting.
is my screen actually showing the about.me? Just making sure.
Yeah, yeah. I see it.
Okay,
I see it
cool.
in front of me.
Okay, cool. So that we make sure that our audience can watch it. So here, the same thing. Jim has a powerful profile that great
Yeah.
photos, and he actually tags SEO professionals. So if you connect with other
Yeah.
professionals or business people, you can actually put them on here. So I think I like this a lot. What do you think? It's
Yeah.
very powerful, isn't it?
I think it's personal. Relationship creating point of view. So the fact that we know what Jim or support like, what are they interested, what do they do, it will help us know you've got some common ground about stuff, and we can communicate them saying, I know you like SEO professional, I'm an SEO professional, or we kind of think that like common ground, we can communicate straight away, which also I call it like glue. When we have something that you don't find interesting, it connects people better. So it's always good to communicate that of like initial response.
Yay!
So that's really
We did a great job, So folks,
awesome.
we've gotten some condensed and compact information about, creating a powerful business profile. And, before we go and before we end the session, let's kind of share with our folks here, where they can get information about contacting us or following us, because we want all of you to follow us,
Yeah.
We also connect with one another, So folks, if you're watching this, and if you're actually wondering where to watch our shows, Creative Chat Cafe, on the Wednesdays, you can check on let me quickly do this again, share my screen. So you can actually, see?
You see, this is the photo I was talking about.
Yay! Put my hands out there, right? That's who I am. That's who I am. So, folks, you can actually, watch our shows, Creative Chat Cafe, on this website, entrepreneurs.store.com. What you want to do is actually click on where it says Watch Hangouts. Click on Watch Hangouts, and all our videos are actually in our blog. So if you want to watch some of our past shows, you can scroll down and you can actually go to the categories and just go to Creative Chat Cafe and click on that, and all the shows on Creative Chat Cafe will be there. And then, of course, we want all of you to join us on Google Plus. We have a Google Plus community called Creative Chat Cafe. And it's a Google Plus community where we actually post and very interested to get people who's just interested in marketing, business development, and leadership, to come join us in this community. If you're watching our shows and you want to have post-show conversations, come on down. We want to see everyone in our community. Let's get connected, and make sure you go to introduce yourself, and if you have a video, go ahead, put up a video so we can get to know who you are, and send other people to your links. So one more thing before we go, we definitely want to make sure that we get Liron to tell us how we can connect with her. So Liron, if somebody wants to get to know you and I'll find out more information with you, get connected, where do you want them to go?
Yeah, well, thanks. First of all, I definitely encourage you all guys to go to the Creative Chat Cafe and website. I love what you're doing, and the great content and the professional content. It's so important to learn and implement it in your business. You can definitely reach me at www.lironglickman.com. Liron, I have my email, which is info@lironglickman.com, and I will be happy to answer any questions.
Yay! Thank you, Liron, of course. And I think, for all our folks, I'm sure they can just Google you, Liron Glickman, and then they will probably end up with your LinkedIn profile, and that's what we want them to do. Yes, yay! Yeah. So folks, we're out of time, and we're looking forward to the next show. And before we go, let's raise our mugs and looking forward to next Wednesday, Creative Chat Cafe. Woohoo! Yay us! And have a creative, productive day, everybody. Goodbye. Bye.